Well, the trip to D.C. didn't have much to talk about or much to be happy about other than Justin Verlander's victory and leading the team. And it didn't last because another series the Astros could have won got away from them. Let's talk about this and how we move forward as Astros Nation on this edition of Locked On Astros.
Jainer Diaz, this is Locked On Astros.
Welcome to Locked On Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Huysman and Brett Htown Wheelhouse Chancey.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Locked On Astros. I'm Htown Wheelhouse. You can find me at Htown Wheelhouse on X, Instagram, and TikTok. You can find me at Back to the Bullpen on X and on Instagram. You can find me at Stros411 on Facebook, where I'm always positive, always Stros. This episode is brought to you by eBay Motors. From brakes to exhaust kits and beyond, eBay Motors has over 122 million parts to keep your ride or die alive. With all the parts that you need at the prices you want, it's easy to bring home a big win. Some of the Astros need. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. eBay. Guaranteed fit. Only available to U.S. customers. So welcome in. Just make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching, we got 41 of y'all right now watching live. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed. And tune into our podcast every single day. We have you covered unlike any other podcast across the planet. We bring all the information in one spot, 30 minutes. You get us no matter what happens, win or lose. We are here with you. We are here by your side, and I'm Htown Wheelhouse. I'm here solo. Eric is on the IL. I mean, look, injuries are hitting not only the Astros hard, but hitting Locked On Astros hard. Hoping to get Eric back tomorrow night. Just keep him in your thoughts. He is going through a pretty serious pinched nerve situation, which is interesting because maybe that's what Christian Javier is dealing with. Maybe Javier and Eric need to get together and go to the same doctor or something. But look, the IL's hitting everybody right now. And look, after today's game, if you'd have told me they were going to lose 6-0, I would have said, no, there's no way. I mean, Justin Verlander led them to a win on Saturday. I'm sorry, led them to a win on Friday. I misquoted. Wow, that was a very inerrant thing of me to do. So the Astros got the one win Friday. They lost yesterday. They're losing so much that I'm converting their losses to wins mentally because I'm so used to them winning. And I understand slow starts, but I don't think slow starts gets it. I think this team is missing in a lot of areas. Let's just look at the box score from today. So the Astros had a measly 4 hits. 2 of those hits were Chas McCormick. Jordan happened to get a hit towards the end. He's down to 289. Victor Caratini got a hit, but they didn't score any runs. They were 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. 4 were left on base. They didn't even get a runner on base until the 4th or 5th inning whenever Chas got his second hit. And I mean, I really don't know what to say about what's going on other than we're just going to have to walk through it because this team is better than this. And I know you think that they aren't, but Hunter Brown comes out, gives up 3 really quick. And then the next inning comes out and gets 3 strikeouts, strikes out the side. He recorded 6 strikeouts, only gave up 3 earned runs, but he also only went 4 innings, 84 pitches, probably because they moved him up a day. They didn't want to overextend him. Sean Dubin came in, 1 inning, 2 earned runs, 1 K, 2 walks, 3 hits. Taylor Scott came in. He gave up a home run, which is just a solo shot. Those don't usually kill you. In this one, they just kept mounting up the runs. And then Brennan Bielak came in, gave up 3 hits in 2 innings, 2 strikeouts, one base on balls. And the guy on this list, Hunter Brown, Sean Dubin, Taylor Scott, and Brennan Bielak, Taylor Scott has the lowest ERA at 2.61, and then Bielak is right behind him with the 5.11. But this lineup, look, Altuve was 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. I need to ask a question of y'all, of our listening audience. Well, I guess our viewing audience, because if you're listening to this on Monday morning, you obviously can't comment. Look, we don't mind if you shout at your radio. Now, look, and maybe this is a way for us to help you deal with it. If you're listening to my voice right now and it's Monday morning, you can shout at the podcast, okay? Before you get to work, get all your frustrations out. It won't be a problem. I promise you. I won't get mad at you. Number one, I won't hear you. Eric won't get mad. He won't hear you. But maybe if that helps you deal with your frustration, just don't displace it onto Rangers fans or Dodgers fans. Well, actually, you know what? You can displace it on them. I don't care. But watching this game, watching this series, I've been thinking. I have defended Yordan Alvarez batting second this whole time. And I think it's a great idea. But here's the problem. Jose Altuve swings at too many first pitches. Yordan Alvarez may be in that batter's box for 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. And then he's up to bat because Jose Altuve bats and flies out, lines out, or he hits a home run. Well, Yordan only saw one pitch, and there's value in that because you don't know what the guy you know what the film says, you know what the studies are, but that day you may notice a different shape in his changeup. You may notice his velocity is ticked up. You may notice his velocity is slowed down, and you can see that in the 3-hole. Maybe move Pena up to the 2-hole. There you go. Look at Chris and I. Literally, you typed that and I said it. Pena in the 2-hole. And I say put Alvarez in the 3-hole. Why not? I mean, Pena is, I was looking at his numbers this year right now at 344 and 839 OPS compared to last year. I mean, look. Okay. There are so many issues with this team. I'm having a hard time focusing on the point I'm trying to make. Move Pena up, move Alvarez down a little bit, jostle that lineup. Do not put Singleton or Abreu higher than 7th or 8th. I'm sorry. Those guys need to stay down. They need to stay down in the lineup. Look, Singleton is batting 229. It's better than 067 or whatever Jose Abreu's batting. But this team can ill afford guys to not be in the right place. And at some time, you've got to shake things up. Look, Altuve has a 1,000 OPS. Alvarez, 862. Tucker, 896. Pena, 839. Bregman on the lineup card today has the lowest OPS. I know we're concerned about Abreu. I know we're concerned, and I'll read a quote from Dana Brown a little bit later on. I know we're concerned about John Singleton being in there. I know but Bregman is a concern. Dubon, he didn't play today. He's one of the most consistent bats. He's not in the lineup. You started with Altuve, Alvarez, Tucker, Bregman, Pena, McCormick, Singleton, Myers, Carantini. Nothing. Myers is down to 220. I'm starting to wonder if my pick for offensive performer of the year in Jake Myers was if it was a bad pick. But I'll be real honest with you, though. I'll be real honest. I still think Myers can have a good season. He just needs more consistency at the plate. Heck, they all need more consistency. Here's the thing. Oh, right here. Look, I love this. Our resident Ranger fan, he said Bregman was your best 2-hole hitter last year. When I put him back there, put him back. Altuve, Bregman, Pena, Yordan, Tucker. Why not? Why the heck not? Do something different. The definition of insanity, kids, is doing the same thing over and over and over again. Now, I want to tell y'all that I've got a couple sponsors that I want you to hear about because I think that you'll benefit from them greatly. Let's check this out. FanDuel is America's #1 sports book, and today we want to let you know about our friends at FanDuel. Go to FanDuel.com/lockedon. That's right, it's playoff time in the NBA, and it's got kicked off. I mean, this playoff season is going to be exciting. Not just that, but the NHL and baseball's in full swing, and FanDuel is your place to bet on every game right now. New customers get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed. That's $150 whether you win or lose. Bet on everything from slap shots to home runs to slam dunks, all on one app that is safe and secure and easy to use. What are you waiting for? Visit FanDuel.com/lockedon and make your first bet an automatic win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Go now. Get it. It's fun. Oh, that's right. Oh, you know what? I ran the wrong ad. That's hilarious. I was supposed to run. Oh, anyways. All right. So that's our FanDuel commercial, and we'll get the other two in later on. Thank y'all for checking out FanDuel. Make sure you check out Locked On Sports today. It is the only 24/7 streaming channel on YouTube. It's got all the top stories. It's got, I mean, anything from NBA to NHL to MLB, which the Astros are not the talk of the town. Look, before we get into this, before I get into Javier being injured, before I talk about Dana Brown, let me give you some hope, okay? I'm always positive, always Stros, and you know me. And I saw someone, I saw Augie in the comments. I saw you, Augie, one of the first 5 comments. Watch, Wheelhouse's Brett's going to come in here and tell us everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Well, you know what? The season's not over yet. So the Astros at 7-16, it's a disaster so far, Randall. That is correct. I can't argue with that. Yes, it is a disaster. But let me make my point, okay, gentlemen and ladies that are here. The Rangers are 12-11. Okay, they've just won a game. They're only 5 games. The Astros are only 5 games out of first place. They are. I mean, look, I know you're laughing, but we're 7-16, okay? And the Rangers are 12-11. They're only at 522. I guess they must have beat the Braves. But the bottom line is this: we're not super behind first place, are we? I mean, we are not super behind. Now, if we were the Florida Marlins in the NL East, let's see where they're at. They're at 6-17. They're slightly worse than us. Our winning percentage is .304. Their winning percentage is .261. But you know how many games they are behind? They're behind 9.5 games. Someone's like, soon it'll be. I love this. Bros123 says it'll be 10 here soon. Then it'll be 15. Hey guys, I'm trying to keep y'all from freaking out. I'm trying to keep, because look, sports is what keeps us sane. The Astros, their 7-year run is what keeps us from forgetting about all the real things we have to worry about as adults, as parents, as workers. You know, the Astros are so good. We don't even worry about the problems in life. And now the Astros are one of the problems in our life. Oh my gosh. Harry asked a question here. Brett, do you think if you got as many ABs as Abreu and dropped some bunts, you'd have a higher average? Look, I am never going to profess to be better or be able to do more than a professional baseball player. I had my shot at baseball and walked away from it way too early. I actually got invited as a walk-on at Howard Payne University, and I turned it down because I was so intimidated by, I didn't know that I really deserved to be on the team, but I was given a chance and I did not take it. But no, I don't think I could. I've never seen pitching like you see in the major leagues. But it does beg to ask the question. I've got some friends that play D1 baseball. You know, guys like Apollo Dez, and I believe Brian Lima played some D1 baseball. I've got friends that played at Texas State. They could probably take some hacks, and I will get to Abreu and I will get to Danny Brown's comments, but it was the worst case scenario. I thought, well, not worst case, but one of the worst things could happen is when we got the news that Christian Javier was not starting, and then he's got put on the IL, and because of neck stiffness, because he slept wrong in a hotel. Can we get better hotel pillows? Can we not get beds that are comfortable? Like, can these athletes or these teams not demand to not have crappy sleeping arrangements? I mean, bottom line, it happens a lot I don't know how much it happens to other teams, but we seem to have a lot of neck issues on the road. I mean, are we staying in Hotel 6s or Motel 6? Are we staying in La Quintas? Are we not putting our guys up in the Ritz-Carlton and the Sheraton Grand with the plushest of pillows, with the nicest, most comfortable beds? I mean, does Mattress Mac need to sponsor beds on the road? I'm so tired of these neck issues going on with this team, because it happens, and it's always the pitchers. It seems like. I just, it is what it is. I was frustrated because Javier has been brilliant this year. Javier needed to pitch, but I think had he pitched, the Astros probably still throw a blank up there offensively. That offense wasn't doing anything. Today, you got beat by a better pitcher. Today, the pitcher for the Washington Nationals, this lefty, okay, this kid comes in here, Mitchell Parker. And they said, I found this out, Woody Williams was his pitching coach at San Jacinto Junior College. And when he had him, he said Mitchell Parker was one of the hardest working pitchers he's ever worked with, and he's going to be a big leaguer. Well, now he's 2-0 with a 1.50 ERA. This kid's not someone to be, just sloughed off like, oh, well, he's a rookie or he's young. The problem is we didn't win game 2. The problem is Ryan Presley didn't do his job. The problem is the back end of the bullpen has absolutely stunk it up. I mean, we might as well be riding, or we might as well be like, the only parade we're going to be a part of is the guys picking up the poop from the horses and the cows that are in the parade. We're not going to participate in any parades this year if we don't stop stinking up the joint with this crappy bullpen effort. It has been abysmal. I mean, think about all the talk. But remember, you, me, the media, look at that back end. Abreu, Presley, Hader, boom, done. Go 6 innings with your starter. Get your back into the bullpen. Astros got it locked down every night. No, they don't. But all you got to do is hit. So they hit. They get guys on base. They get 13 hits, and they score what? 3 flipping runs. They lead in all these offensive categories, but they absolutely suck at bringing runners home. There are a lot of issues with this team, and I know there's a lot of people questioning the leadership, questioning Joe Espada, questioning why the heck Jose Abreu is playing as much as he plays, and we're going to talk about that next in our next segment, because we've got to get to that. But I've got a couple sponsors I want you to hear from. I flipped the order, so let's check that out right now. Passion, drive, and patience is the formula for winning championships. We know the Astros aren't doing a whole lot of winning right now, but if they trust the process, maybe things will work out. And look, if you want peak performance for your vehicle, you can get things from superchargers to roof racks, exhaust kits, LED lights, and so much more. Whether you're into speed, power, or style, eBay Motors has you covered with over 122 million parts for your number one ride or die. You'll always find exactly what you're looking for with eBay Guaranteed Fit. Your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time or your money back, because eBay Motors, you're burning rubber, not cash, with all the parts you need at the prices you want. It's easy to make your car the MVP and bring home huge wins. Keep your ride or die alive with ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. eBay Guaranteed Fit, available only to U.S. customers. I've been told I'm a competitive person. Well, you all know that I have a competitive side, and I want to tell you about Monopoly Go. Monopoly Go is a fun game. I've just now gotten to where I play this pretty much every day. You download the Monopoly Go app free on the Apple or Google Play Store. You can play with 150 million different people that have downloaded this. I mean, it's been downloaded that many times. It's a great twist to Monopoly, that game you remember growing up and enjoying with your family and friends. There's not just one, but hundreds of Monopoly boards in crazy locations, building up amazing cities that bring you big money. But the best part is messing with my friends. I can charge them rent on iconic properties just like classic Monopoly. But now I can also heist their vaults of riches for myself, and the leaderboards show me the biggest Monopoly who the biggest tycoon is. But it's not just my competitive side that loves it. You can team up with friends and people all around the world in time tournaments to earn huge rewards. So get the game today. Join your friends. Download Monopoly Go now for free on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. Monopoly Go today. Hey there, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you make Locked On Astros your first listen. Hey, go check out Locked On MLB. Our friend Sully is here watching the show. Sully, thanks for hanging out. Look, this guy, believe it or not, actually has really enjoyed the Astros run. We've talked about it. I know he enjoyed the title with Dusty Baker. And wow, maybe I need to talk to Locked On MLB, because maybe Sully, the baseball encyclopedia, has some answers for us. But also check out Locked On Astros postcast. There's a postcast. Michael Connor, you know him from local Houston radio. He does a live reaction for every show. And so check him out. You know, you can subscribe to his channel, subscribe to our channel, because look, 3 different guys, you got 3 different takes. You can't get this kind of quality content. Oh, and then Locked On MLB, they'll talk about the Astros too. So check us out. The Locked On Podcast Network has you covered every single day. Look, here's the thing. Dana Brown talked about, how do I say this? He talked about Jose Abreu. I keep wanting to say Jose Urquidy. And, well, okay, so this was, Dana Brown went on the show before the game, and I was actually listening to the pregame on the radio, but I didn't stick around. I heard a portion of Dana Brown's interview, and I apparently got out of the car before this portion came up. And so I didn't hear it. Chandler Rome retweeted it. He gave Robert Ford credit for asking the question. He asked him about the team and what's going on with Jose Abreu. And I'm going to read verbatim what Dana Brown said in regards to Jose Abreu. Here we go. Listen, there's no way to sugarcoat this. He's scuffling right now, and I think he knows it. It's wearing on him. I'm sure it's wearing on the hitting coaches. The frustration mounts, but ultimately, hopefully, he can turn this thing around. I think we're going to have to give him some time off, maybe platoon a little bit, just to see if one of the other guys can get hot and give him some time off. Maybe he, being Abreu, can catch fire after a few days off. It's tough to watch when you see him go through these struggles, because you know he's such a gamer. And he's a competitor, and you look at what he did toward the end of last year, all that was exciting. To start off the way he's starting off right now, it's frustrating for him. I guarantee he's frustrated, but he's got to climb out of it, or else we're going to have to mix and match, because it's tough to keep going in that direction. Look, here's the deal. No, actually, Kaylee, he's talking about the late in the season. If Abreu doesn't get some key hits and key home runs, the Astros don't even make it to the playoffs. He was absolutely 100% a part of that team making a push towards the end, and he really was one of the hottest hitters in the Astros lineup toward the end of the season into the playoffs. Now, that didn't happen this year. He's not there this year. But the key thing I want to focus on is what he said at the end. But he's got to climb out of it, or else we're going to have to mix and match because it's tough to keep going in that direction. Look, here's the deal. The Houston Astros have a problem with performance. They are simply not executing. And when you're someone like Jose Abreu, you can't muff ground balls, you can't miss fly balls, you can't make errors. I think that fly ball that he missed, that foul ball that he missed, was very, very difficult to catch. And I think the wind got the best of him. But when you're batting as bad as you are, those are the plays you have to make. I wasn't watching the game when it happened, but apparently Hunter Brown covered an amazing first base when a ball was hit to Altuve deep into the grass. And apparently Hunter Brown covered it and made a Gold Glove type of play. And those are the things that your starting first baseman should do. Mauricio Dubon should be playing more often. Okay. He really should. It is just one of those things where everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. But Loperfito's not going to solve any problems. He's been striking out a lot more again lately. Loperfito has a hole in his swing. If I'm looking at anybody coming up and helping this team, like position-wise, it's going to be Pedro Leon, who's hitting better, who's actually hitting more than just home runs. He's hitting doubles and all that stuff. His OPS is going up and up. And so that's a good thing. But there are some interesting numbers that I've seen that have been put out there about what's going on with this Houston Astros baseball team. And I mean, this team leads in so many different categories offensively, but they also have these weird pitching stats as well. It is simply astounding. I don't know what to think. I really don't know what to think right now of all that's going on and all that has gone on, because what defines this team? And this is from Chandler Ohm. Does the number 22 define this team? We've used 22 pitchers this season. 22. In 2018, we needed 22 pitchers to complete a 162-game season. Okay? 10.9%. You know what that is? That's the walk rate across the first 20 games. That's a problem. The walk rate. 1.89, 1.84 whip. Presley, Abreu, and Hader. In 24 and 1/3 innings. Presley boasts a 9.45 ERA. Your $95 million closer boasts an 8.31 ERA. Oh, Ronel Blanco, the lone bright spot, consistent bright spot between him and Javier, 0.86 ERA. Done his job admirably. Cleanup hitters. Cleanup hitters have driven in 5 runs. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4 fingers and 1 thumb, because the thumb's not a finger, but it is thumb buddy. 5 runs. Yes, I was trying to be funny on the fly. Kyle Tucker's expected batting average is 343. You know what that means? He's getting really unlucky at the plate. 506 OPS in late and close situations. It's a stat that's taken over 104 late and close situations. The Astros are slashing 217, 269, and 237 with an OPS of 506. The league average is 679. Your problem is performance, people. Your problem isn't heart. Your problem, I don't even think, is leadership at this point. Your problem is in a spot. And if I see another tweet about, well, if Dusty Baker was here, they sure would be winning a lot more. Yeah, because Dusty Baker makes up for 22 pitchers. because Dusty Baker makes up for a whole starting rotation on the freaking IL. Because Dusty Baker would have changed the fact that Javier woke up with neck stiffness. Dusty Baker wouldn't affect that. Like some people really think that Dusty Baker would actually be the reason the Astros wouldn't be losing right now. That's hogwash. I don't care freaking Bruce Bochy in Game 7 is coaching this team. This team's not doing crap until they get their heads out of their butt, until they start performing. And Bregman has said it to me. He said it this year. It's about execution. It's about execution. You've got to execute. You go to sleep tonight, you wash it. You take the day off Monday, and you go to Chicago, and you play like you've never won it, and you win like you've never been. Like you just make it the thing. Like the most important thing on Tuesday is that game, and you play your heart out like it's your last game on earth. Look, that's all I got. We are coming to the end. We've come to the end. I'm Htown Wheelhouse. Look, let's stay positive. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in to Locked On Astros. We are your team every single day. I love y'all. I'm out. Let's go have a day off. Let's go Astros.